Even if it's a deposit money, and certainly if it's construction money, if you can't turn it quickly, it becomes a problem for sure.
So I get a lot of grandma houses, and outside it's kind of rough. We'll send a landscaper over there and just kind of pretty up the landscape, trim the bushes, mow the grass. Actually, my grading guy is there today. The lady had a harebrained idea when she inherited this house that she was going to like fix it up herself. So she had a dump truck load of dirt dumped in the middle of the driveway. Like, you can't get to the garage now, right? And it was gonna like do some raised beds and stuff and never got to it. So the first thing I had to do today, I haven't even closed on it, but my guy went this morning and I was like, I need you to bring your skid steer over there. I need you to scoop up all this dirt, find somebody to take it. I don't want the dirt. That way my junk removal guy on Monday can get and back his truck up the driveway and get to the garage and clean the house out. And, you know, they've spent the last week getting all of mom's stuff out and whatever. And we said, you can leave the rest behind. So I'll spend $2-3 grand on Monday, junk the house out, clean it out. Just got a contract from a potential buyer just now before we got on this call that wants to buy it. She's kind of an agent, so she's paying a lot more than what a flipper would pay, because our contractor's going to just live in it as his own house. So yeah, I love them, and I'll keep doing those. And, you know, and you mentioned something off the call, but I'll bring this key up. Cash conversion cycle in these is key, right? Because you can have all the real estate in the world and be like broke as a joke, right? And managing cash flow is huge in this business. So that right there caused you to look at your strategy in New York, but also jump into other markets. So why don't you kind of tell us about what
Let me just give you some basics of why New York is different that I think a lot of people don't know.
Yes.
So first of all, New York, a real estate transaction does not take place between a buyer and a seller. You can't just bring a contract with you to the kitchen table. The real estate, when a seller agrees to my price, they have to engage an attorney, and the attorney prepares the contract and sends it to my attorney. And that alone can take weeks or sometimes even more than a month. That's number one. Number two, standard deposit, earnest money deposit, is 10% of the purchase price. If I send them $400,000, they're going to expect me. I just had a contract today sent to me. I'm buying it for $380,000. They want $38,000. Now, that's negotiable. I can negotiate down, but
sure,
I have to do that sometimes. That's number two. Number three is there's no inspection contingencies in New York. The way it works in New York, because of the way that I just told you, when a buyer and seller agree, the buyer does an inspection immediately, and any repairs they want done, they stick in the contract. So I have no way out of any contract. Every contract I go into, I have to assign or I have to close up.
Mm-hmm.
That's number three. Number four is standard contracts in New York are not assignable. I have to ask for it to be assignable. Clause 26 of the contract says no assignability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very different than the other parts of the country. Because of that, the entire way people think about real estate takes a long, long time. So my cash conversion cycle in New York is well over a year. It's terrible.
Yeah.
About a year ago, I said, I got to find some other markets. So I went to El Paso, Texas, which is where I've been operating. I went there primarily because I want to become an owner financer. Mm-hmm. I want to, wrap these loans and have somebody buy them and buy the property. I just want to be the bank. I don't want to own the real estate. And everybody I spoke to said that a lot of the perfect owner finance buyers are Hispanic or Mexican nationals. Mm-hmm. And for those that haven't been to El Paso, and I was shocked the first time I got there, Juarez, Mexico and El Paso, Texas are one city with a border running down the middle of it. It's pretty crazy. So hopefully that's going to I have not done any owner finance deals there yet, but I hope to do my first one right now. And that's why I went there. And the cash conversion cycle there, obviously, like most of the country, is significantly shorter. And as you said, if it's a problem, you put money into these things, even if it's a deposit money, and certainly if it's construction money, if you can't turn it quickly, it becomes a problem for sure.